Rayclast is a cursed land. You'd have to be mad to settle here.
Welcome back, you filthy exiles. So, I know why you're here, you know why you're here, we all know why we're here. No drama, no BS. Let's get into some builds from some fantastic creators that hopefully some other options you could exercise to play on League Start for the next 3.25 League in Path of Exile. Okay, so the first one off the ranks is Fuzzy Duckzy's Lightning Strike Champion. Now, according to the patch notes, there was an error in the posting on the notes initially, and this actually did get a reasonable buff. Fuzzy's also done another video saying he'll be playing this on League Start, so take it or leave it. This bloody well build is staying on this list this time. He's a great creator and definitely has one of the best Lightning Strike builds out there. It's worth checking out. Even though the champion did cop a nerf, have a look at Fuzzy's video and you'll find out why he's keen to play it on the champion for next league. Overall, this build's really cheap to initially gear and uses a hybrid armor evasion configuration, which shouldn't be overtly affected by the changes to Grace or Determination in this league. Now, as far as this build does go, it's an all-rounder League Starter, so it'll get you through to the end game. You'll be able to get your first few Void Stones, and then you can make a call if you want to put more investment into the build, or if you want to switch the Duelist class to something else, like a Gladiator, for example. That's definitely within the bounds of options here. The other thing you could do is you could either continue to play Lightning Strike or eventually switch this build to Spectral Shield Throw or Splitting Steel, which are really strong variations of that build archetype as well. But either way, all of Fuzzy's links will be down below in the description. Make sure you check out his channel and give him a follow and give him a like. And yeah, that's build number 3 that I'm going to feature on this list. Okay, so the next build that I'm going to feature here is from Anime Princess, and it's his Spark Hierophant. Now, Anime pretty much almost exclusively specializes in Spark these days, and is one of the few creators that has championed this build to the level that he's championed it at. So essentially, Archmage did not get, or Archmage did not get nerfed in 3.25 as far as we can see. So it's very much on the table. The other thing in this particular build, as you can see on the screen, he shows a full Voidstone run on SSF. So there's also 3 huge VOD videos that he has that goes with this guide as well. And basically, yeah, it's not a melee skill, so if you're sick of all the melee hype, this is definitely a build to check out. Now, his guide includes a detailed leveling breakdown and all the POB information that you'll require, as well as all the other information that you would need for leveling through the axe and whatnot. So it's definitely worth a check out if you're sick of melee or hearing about melee and you just want to play a spellcaster at the end of the day. And also, while you're at it, make sure you check out Anime's Twitch and also drop him a like and a sub on YouTube. He's a good creator and he's got a lot of good information and guide information on his channel. Okay, so the next build is by Fearless Dumb Zero, and it's the Explosive Trap Trickster. Now, as far as Explosive Trappers go, this guy's been playing at League on League for God knows how many years. He lives and breathes Explosive Trap day in, day out, and if there's somebody that you can trust around the use and how to build explosive traps in Path of Exile, it's going to be Fearless. Now, his guide is pretty damn comprehensive and includes all the information you would need, from leveling skills through to leveling trees and gear, mana cost management, endgame gearing, and pretty much anything else. Make sure you check out his guide, it'll be in the description below. According to Fearless 2, there was a slight nerf to Hatred from the patch notes, and it loses a bit of cold modifier or multiplier, but it's still totally viable as a league bosser. Beyond this point too, he'll likely have a small update video just off the top of the guide that'll be in the link in the description, just to adjust for it. Aside from that, overall, fantastic build, fantastic creator. Make sure you follow the link below to go to his video and check it out, and make sure you drop him a like and a sub on his channel. He's worth the time to have a look through his previous videos. He's got a lot of great information, has a lot of experience in Path of Exile as a build creator. Okay, so the last build that I'm going to feature in this listing for now is the Wave of Conviction Elementalist, in particular, my variant of the Wave of Conviction Elementalist. Now, there are 2 ways to look at this particular build. You could look at it as a transitional build for something bigger and better, or, you know, the same but bigger and better. But more or less, I always go through and make it worst case scenario, assume that you're not going to have any drops, assume that basically you're going to get absolutely punched around by the game in the very early leveling to come up with a league starter guide that will more or less work for any player if they were to pick it up. Now, the best part about this build is Wave of Conviction starts to really scale very well after about around Act 3 or 4. And then by the time you get to early mapping, you're pretty much just punching your way through everything in the game. Ignite is extremely strong once you get Shaper of Flames on the Elementalist. Now, this starts with a leveling variation of the build. Now, this takes it to basically T5 maps with almost no gear. And then beyond that, it has a mid-tier leveling tree, which basically takes you through. It starts to build up things like spell suppression, more defense, all that sort of good stuff. And then beyond that, I also included a full endgame tree, which goes into Chaos Inoculation, big ignite damage, as well as big defense as well. Now, beyond that point, I've also included in this particular guide a transitional move to the Black Flame Detonate Dead Elementalist, which was from my one of my previous league builds, which was an absolutely fantastic build. I think I pushed down to about 800 depth, no sweat with that. To this day, still really good. As far as the patch notes go, there was no change to the actual build in the patch note. It is still very much very playable, very easy to pick up and run with. It's just a really solid build. Honestly, Ignite is just so good in this game. Anyway, this will be the fourth build that I'll recommend in this list for the 3.25 league. Now, as I did tone this list down to a list of 4 builds for the 3.25 more builds list, there is one honorable mention here, and it is from WafflezLovesArpgs, and it is the BAMA Necromancer. So, yeah, they'll put a link in the description to his video, and it's another guide worth checking out. He's done a breakdown and basically went through the fact that the build will still work perfectly fine in 3.25 and is definitely worth a look at. Okay, so hopefully this second list gives you a bit more of an idea of what to play for the 3.25 league, and hopefully if you didn't like Melee, this scratches your itch. Make sure you check out all the creators' channels and guides and whatnot. They do fantastic work, and make sure you give them a like, a sub, and check out their Twitches as well. Anyway, there was more videos that I need to put together, in particular for the Delve guide that I've got on my list. So I will see you guys later. Also, don't forget to like and sub to my channel, and my Twitch will be linked in the description below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.